Hey guys, you're watching Daniel Gian React, and before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to Ronnie and DNT Dynamite. Don't want to say who gave us the subs for this. Both of you guys did, so thanks to both of you. This is Udta Punjab. This has been highly requested for almost a year now. Thanks both of you guys again.
I almost just watched the damn movie because I was like, well, I guess we're never going to watch the trailer for it. But, you know, we finally got it, and so this is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Let's get it.
See how it does.
Stick around for discussion afterwards.
Punjab youth is in drug addict. If this is not stopped, Punjab will soon become like Mexico. यार मैं सुनिया मेक्सिको दी कुड़ियां बड़ी टोट हुंदी आ
I mean, you get them mixed up.
Yeah, you put a Punjab girl next to a Mexican, and you're gonna find some people who don't know the difference.
कौन हो? कुत्ता?
टॉमी नु हाजिर करो टॉमी ओते कल राती लंदन चला गया
उड़ता पंजाब। अगर तुझे कोई बोले कि जो निकल गया ना वो तेरी लाइफ का सबसे अच्छा टाइम था, वापस नहीं आना, बाल खत्म, पार्टी ओवर, गो होम।
कैसे ना आया अच्छा टाइम रे? हाँ? चला अच्छा टाइम खोजते खोजते तो ये हाल हो गया। माल चाहिए? बस ओ गई ना चूतिया बस।
I heard a chutia there.
कर जाना चौदह सारा यूथ खराब करता तुझे फुल ब्रांडिंग शेंडिंग हो रही है वो इन्हों तो तरक्की कहते बेबी पर हमारी तरक्की कहते हैं नाके का रेट तो वही है ना घंटा में जो 10,000
जशनपुरा में जो हो रहा है उसका आइडिया है अमृतसर का तरन तारण का पंजाब का है आइडिया आपको 2 अलग-अलग ड्रग्स है जो सिर्फ प्रिस्क्रिप्शन पे बिकनी चाहिए पर आप लोगों की मेहरबानी है कि बनाने वाले ये कॉकटेल बना भी रहे हैं और बेचने वाले खुलेआम बेच भी रहे हैं
सारे गबरू तो सुइयां लगा के टाइट है मैडम अब लेडीज को कुछ करना पड़ेगा ना
Cocaine, or is that heroin?
बात आपकी और मेरी नहीं है ये बात है पंजाब की
Kind of giving off modus perros as well as like a babble vibe, you know, that different stories somehow connecting together. Obviously it says in the trailer.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
No, it looked cool. I mean, it's very stylized. It definitely feels, I don't know what year this came out in, but it definitely reminds me of like an early 2000s comedic thriller, if you will, or
Anthology?
Anthology.
I don't think this is an anthology.
No?
No, I think they all connect
Well,
together.
I mean, I think there's a connection in them, like some slight connection, but they're not.
I don't think, no, I think that
You think they're completely interwoven?
I think they're gonna, I think they're gonna interweave with one another. That's based on this. Anthology to me would just be 4 short films together. Like that's how I would interpret what you just said.
But Amores Perros is not Amores Perros, but yeah, Amores Perros is an anthology.
But I don't agree with that. They
It even says that. They even call it an anthology.
they intersect, just like Pulp Fiction.
They have slight connections, but the whole thing is not one connected narrative.
Well, I mean, neither is Pulp Fiction.
Right.
But I don't consider that to be an anthology.
Well, okay. Well, you're making up, you know.
I'm just
in
saying.
Daniel's definition.
It's one because it's one collective narrative.
It's no.
If you were to remove an element, it would still.
It's like Sin City takes place all in the same universe, but every story is a different story in itself. In Pulp Fiction, every story is an story in itself.
But I wouldn't argue with you about Sin City. I wouldn't argue with you about
some of the characters connect in Pulp Fiction, but overall, the entire story.
Yeah, but
has
if you
nothing to do with
remove
each other.
Bruce Willis's character, the story wouldn't work.
That's not necessarily true.
If you removed Jules and Vincent Vega out of
if you remove any of their characters, it doesn't work.
Exactly, and that's why
because
it's
they're
not
all great characters, but it's their own thing.
But that's
you
why
have a whole chapter where it's just Vince and what's his face's wife. It has nothing to do with the rest of the film.
If you take out their characters and their story, the movie doesn't work.
But their stories are different. Their characters are the same, but the stories are different in each chapter.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I wouldn't argue with Sin City. I think you're right there because there really isn't a huge overlay. A character might be in another thing.
The stories that happen in each chapter of Pulp Fiction have nothing to do with the next chapter. That's my point. Just like in Amores Perros, the stories that happen in each chapter have nothing to do with the other chapters, but the characters interlay.
Would you watch this movie?
Yeah, watch it. I mean, everyone seems to be so excited about it. You know, from the trailer itself, I'm like whatever about it. I'm kind of milquetoast, but because so many people are like high on it, I would definitely watch it. And it's, you know, this is the second time
it's a Phantom production.
The second time I see Shahid Kapoor, you know, and he last time was in Padmavat, and you know he was completely different. So I'd like to, see his range. Doesn't seem as obviously not as clean in this one.
I'm not really seeing the gangster element. People have called this a gangster movie. I'm not really. I mean,
well, there's the drug dealing element. It looks like the cops, and on another level, what's with Sikhs being cops? It seems like to be a. Is that a thing?
Because they're honorable people, man.
Is that what it means?
I mean, how many times to me just asking about like, because you brought up, or maybe I brought up, like, would a Sikh wear a helmet in combat? Like, would they take their turban off?
Right.
And I've asked that in a few videos, and then I've gotten the onslaught of fucking everybody, right? I get it, understandable, but the reason why I bring that up is because everyone says, you know, their turban is honorable, or it's like they wouldn't do that because it's. But I'm saying, if you take that a step further, then that means that they're honorable people. They care about that stuff. That's my guess. That's my guess.
I mean, for the longest time, only Irish people were cops here, so you know.
I don't see the correlation.
I'm just saying, it's kind of the same thing. The only people that were cops in the U.S. were Irish people.
Are you saying that Sikhs are a step above black people? Like, well, no, because if for Irish people for the longest time were a grade above like black people.
Okay, but that's not why they became cops.
That's why I'm asking you.
No,
I don't understand.
That had nothing to do with it at all. But what I'm saying is, a specific ethnic group was a cop in the U.S. They became cops more than anybody else, and it seems to be a certain ethnic group or religious group is only becoming cops.
If Irish people were getting mistreated, why wouldn't they become cops? Because then how are you going to fuck with the cop? The cop will just fuck with you.
The whole Irish people being mistreated thing is like it's something that white people use to try to equate that to
You don't think that's true? You don't think that's true? You think that's been hyped up?
I think that
the treatment of Irish people.
Yeah, I think that was hyped up because that happened like in the early 1800s. By the time we got to the mid 19th
but that's what I'm talking
century,
about.
it went away.
That's what I'm talking about.
And they weren't becoming cops. New York City wasn't established like it became the New York City we know until the late 1800s, early 20th century. That's when it like really blew up.
I guess we're not really clear about what we're talking about because I'm talking about one part of history and you're talking about another.
No, you tried to turn it into a completely different conversation.
No, not really.
Yeah, you did.
I'm just asking what you were trying to compare it to. That's all.
I know you went and took it into like a whole racial thing.
Because I know, but it's for me. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? I just said that they might be honorable. Then you made it about race.
No, I didn't. I said that in the U.S., the Irish people were the cops for the longest time, and in most of these Indian movies, I want to bring up the whole honorable thing.
I'm just saying. That's why I brought. That's how
you're saying honorable stuff, but every movie we've seen with cops already, they haven't necessarily been honorable.
See Sacred Games.
They've been kind of fucking dumb.
Not the
Sikhs. people in the comment section, everyone's been insulting them as well.
But not the Sikhs.
But anyways, I haven't seen Sacred Games yet, so that's gonna do it for us.
But not even in gold.
Thanks for watching.
Hold on, real quick. I'm not gonna end.
They were not honorable in gold.
The one Sikh dude who he didn't want to be a cop, but that's what he wanted. That one dude who got forced into playing so he could play.
Right,
cricket.
but then, not Lagan, but the one, what's it called? The Legend of Bhagat Singh. All the cops were Sikhs.
Okay, all right.
And they're all working for the English government.
You got me. All right. Well,
And
let
we
us know. Let
saw
us
it
know.
again and,
Let us know.
Ron
Let
the
us know how
Basanti.
stupid I sound in the comments as always.
Anyways, that's gonna do it for us, guys. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button, leave comments, and we'll see you next time.